All right, collective, welcome back. So this is part 2 of my readings for today, which is the 21st of October. This is the new moon in Scorpio energy that's coming through, but all of my readings are timeless. Know that as time is an illusion created here in this 3D realm. So timeless, baby. Keep that in mind. Okay, so if you weren't following me from part 1, maybe you were just meant to see this one, but it is what it is, right? I'm just letting you know there's more videos out there if you want to take a look at surrounding readings to find out more. So this Queen of Pentacles reverse is what we're talking about, because she came out in my reading upside down, all turned around next to a Nine of Pentacles. Now, that is really odd for me, because when you in this Queen of Pentacles energy and they got the Nine of Pentacles coming out, that means you are abundant, you're resourceful, you've got some sort of talent, skill, ability, your money, your finances is good, you celebrate in yourself, you on your way to the Ten of Pentacles, right? So why the hell is she reversed? What the hell is going on? So that's why I don't feel that that's an energy that you often put yourself in, right? That's why I was feeling like manipulation vibes, okay? It was coming out next to a Four of Staffs, so a Four of Wands energy. So this could be a family member or something, right? And then I was getting the Three of the Swords next to the Sun. So what I was getting towards the end of part 1 is that I was getting the download. Spirit was showing me that somebody doesn't feel worthy of something. And I was talking about how some star seeds that they've really had to learn how to integrate their shadow to be able to shine again. But it takes a little bit to realize that it was okay to be in your shadow sign. It was okay to need to defend yourself, right? To integrate that shadow. That's really how you have to do it. You know, you don't just like, you don't get into a situation like that and just be complacent with it and come out of it. You have to fight your way out of a situation to be able to overcome it, to be able to get out of it. So this is this energy. It's like a rescue, a saving is not going to come pull you out of that. This is something where you need to get yourself out of a situation. So this is somebody that did just that, but then their blessings are here, but then they're still in that Three of Swords energy. But it's not this energy like where it's just pain, and because this is somebody that manifested this. The Queen of Pentacles with the Nine of Pentacles, like that is work. That is work that was put in. But so there was this energy coming out of like, of not feeling like self-sabotage is what I was getting too, because I was getting two different ways. Some of you, it could be somebody putting you in this energy, and for somebody else it could be just you're self-sabotaging. You're thinking you're not worthy of something, right? So I was like, so let me just look up what the Queen of Pentacles reversed is in the New Age, right, terms, right? I got a lack of social status, poverty, failure, dependence, or being out of control. So then what I was getting is with somebody, it could be denying their talent, their skills, their ability because of these reasons. Because maybe it's not making you money and resources and finances. Okay? So somebody's putting themselves in a lack mentality because of maybe a previous wound, or it could be family. Family could be projecting heavily on you, blocking your own abundance. Like if you have a family that is not supportive of like your career, your talent, your skill, your ability, that could literally be causing you that Three of Swords, because that could be a third party energy as well. That could be something that's getting in the way of you manifesting your Ten of Pentacles. And this is like where you don't feel, in a family too, it could be like a mother-father wound. Okay, it could be something where, you know, we look for a lot of validation from our parents for our success. And if our parents aren't in alignment with what we desire, our skills, our abilities, then we don't feel like they're anything. You know what I mean? And I know I had a big wounding when I was little and it took me a very long time to overcome it. I'm going to share my story over here. Like literally, like my parents, like they walked out on my graduation. And it caused such a huge wounding, and I didn't know that they walked out until my best friend's mother had came and told me, like, gave me a hug and said, "I'm sorry, your parents left right after." Like, My last name starts with a C. Okay, they couldn't even make it past the letter C's of the alphabet. Literally, as soon as they see me, they dipped out and went to dinner, didn't say nothing to me. So after the ceremony, when I was, going to look for my parents, then they weren't there. You know what I mean? Like, I remember I was so heartbroken. I felt like to me, to me, she was being nice and telling me that they even waited to see, you know what I mean? It just, you know what I mean? It caused a huge wounding. I'm like, wow, my accomplishment of school, like, that's big, And I graduated at 17. I graduated early, and everything. And just, like, it, you know what I mean? It was a big wounding or whatever for me. So, like, you know what I mean? And it was just like I never got appreciation or whatever. And just like, anyway, I don't want to put all my stuff out there. But anyway, so it could be a wounding from a parent or whatever. And especially when it's something that comes from a very young age, it takes a lot to, not having that validation, right? Could be affecting somebody's talent, ability, right? Wow, okay. Poverty, failure, dependence, being out of control. She can also be mean-spirited. And this is where I feel that somebody could be pulling on pain, doing things, putting you in that energy. Like, you could be having a tyrant, okay? Somebody that is literally coming at you, trying to reverse you, flip you upside down, okay? Jealous, possessive, manipulative, a dangerous woman who is bad with money, or a sex worker. Wow, that's crazy. So obviously that's not all the, like, some people just think, oh, because I read something on a card, then that's not my story, because that's somebody that's a sex worker, that's bad with money, that's a mean spirit. No, it could be any of those simple things. For somebody, maybe you are getting pushed down to doing something. Okay, and that could definitely be a way to really deplete you of your energy and things like that. Like, but, because I do feel that I align with a lot of people that have, like, sexual trauma and different wounds and stuff, because I align with people where I can help them heal the trauma and wounds that they have within themselves. And I've talked a lot about on my channel over here how being expressive of women, like, I aligned with the beautiful woman yesterday that actually, she was so beautiful in her content, and she was wearing lingerie, and I could feel her energy, and just, I knew that she was doing what I had told her to do. That, when you get things taken from you, and it could be just getting embarrassed and getting shamed, it doesn't mean that literally that you got, like, exploited or pushed down, like, or sexually abused. It doesn't always mean that, but I do align with others that have been sexually abused. But anyway, what I was getting at is, for a lot of you, okay, I don't know why I just said for a lot of you, oh my God. Well, maybe there are a lot of you that are aligning with this, that are struggling with some sort of shaming, some sort of something where it's your look, or there's something about you, like, that's coming across very heavy, where somebody doesn't feel that they can do something. There's something with looks. And well, anyway, what I was getting at with that is that you have to be comfortable in your own skin. You have to be able to you gotta be comfortable with yourself. Like, you have to find ways of feeling sexy and beautiful and things like that, and you have to be okay with it. So anyways, when I was aligning with her yesterday, I was like, look at her, like, I could feel that she was on the process of healing and putting herself out there. And that's why I was saying, like, even dancing, like, dancers are so beautiful. I don't mean the ones that solicit and things like that. You have to be very careful of your sacred energy, but it's a way to get kind of your confidence level back. For, there's nothing wrong with being a dancer. Like, it is so beautiful. And in, today's terms, and maybe for some of you, like, she's even, like, naked sitting here on this unicorn is what I'm getting. Like, for somebody, like, you want to be a dancer, and you're very beautiful and sexy, and, like, if you're wanting to wear lingerie out in public, not to revealing things like that, but what I'm getting at is, like, if you want to do that, then do that, right? If there's something for some of you, like, you're needing to liberate yourself, or it's something where it's going to allow this wounding that shamed you, this wounding that's blocking you from your talent, your ability. Because there's some of you like literally whatever you feel guided to do, that's you. That's you connecting with your higher self. Okay, so you don't go against that feeling. It's this outside, and often it's the outside energy that's jealous. Like when people are glaring at you and looking at you for like something that you wear and things like that, a lot of times it's because people are jealous that you're brave enough to wear that. Like I can't tell you, like I will wear any color makeup, glitter, whatever, under like any color that I want, any color. And I can't tell you how many times that I'll get looks of people like, oh my God, look at her makeup. But then I can't tell you how many beautiful compliments I get because people just see that, you know, my colorful personality that I can wear. And I get so many compliments like, wow, you can wear. And I always tell people like, you can do that too. And they're like, no, because it's not, they don't feel like it's in their personality to be expressive, to wear those colors, to be bold enough to do those things. So maybe this doesn't have to do with lingerie and clothes. Maybe this has to do with an expression of your makeup and your nails. Like I'm always popping with nail polish and colors and makeup and all of that. You know what I mean? And I never let, you know, people affect me. That's part of my trait or whatever. You know, earth angels and starseeds, we're very free spirited, and that's why it can be very challenging to try to conform. And maybe you have a lot of people that are putting you in conformity. This is the vibe that is aligning here. So there's something where somebody's putting you in your Queen of Pentacles, your talent, your skill, your ability. And I was talking about this a lot. A lot of the starseeds are literally, it's the energetic frequency that you carry. Like you don't realize it's like one starseed can awaken and activate 1,000 souls. Literally your energetic imprint. That's 144 on the clock as I say that. That's why I say when you got all those people that are looking at you and drawn to you, it's your energy, baby. And a lot of the things that you're feeling, that criticism and the energy that you feel, because you're very, very empathic, you're really stirring and activating those demons that are within people, which is really just dark emotions. But really from a higher level, you're just transmitting that energy out because you don't even realize how powerful you are. All right. Okay, 1242 is all I have available for part 2. If you didn't feel like this was for you, then don't worry about it. Take a look at another reading, but definitely subscribe to the channel. Okay, so that way you will get notified when I upload my content, because we are going to stop the shadow bands. We're going to stop the blocks. We're going to start rising this frequency, and know that if you did align with this and you energetically aligned with it. And yeah, take a look at more readings. Bye, guys.